Okay, shall we get started?
Let's get started. So, good evening, everybody. And I'd like to just pose a question to start. What if there was one thing that you could learn tonight about the Isogenics opportunity that helped you to, let's say, get your products paid for? And then I think even further and think, what if there was a couple of things that you could learn or a penny that drops that helps you to understand the compensation plan to the level where you can get a bill paid every single month. How cool would that be? So, put a one in the chat if you'd like to find out a couple of those things just to make that difference. That's what we talk about is the potential within this to give you the income that just takes the edge off everything. And I'd love you to put a two in the chat if you're someone who would like to earn what we call gangster money. So, what about that money that means that you can go wherever you want, whenever you want? And when you've got to choose between two things, you can actually do both as opposed to only doing one of them. Oh, we got some twos going in the chat. I love that. So, some of you are up for gangster money. That is so cool. I'd also like to take a moment just to thank Rach for coming on here and doing this call with me tonight because as a combination, it's so cool when we can both do it together. And the company for supporting us. It's such an amazing way because, hey, we've got giveaways tonight for you and also for people you're talking to in the next couple of days. So, before I move on further, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about my story, I just want to cover off the integrity that is so important to me. I've been with Isogenics for over 15 years now. This is my life. I travel, and I'm able to run a business from a motorhome, and I am definitely never going to do anything to the detriment of Isogenics. So that's why we put this slide up first, because when we talk about income, everybody comes into this business with different network, different skills, different abilities. And so it's really important that you know that there's no promises here. What we do know is that there's huge potential. So you can always look this up and have a read of it in more detail. But moving on to my story and what I see as the potential within Isogenics. Rach, if you can just move on to the next slide. Um, I think about, when I first started, and really the main thing about other way, Rach. If you move the cursor over to
I'm
the
having technical
that's it,
issues.
that's it, got it. So before Isogenics, I've actually always been in the direct selling industry. And you know what? I've just realized. Oh, yes, I have press record. I've always been in the direct selling industry, but in a number of different capacities. So I ran my own business for around 8 years with a party plan company. I also worked in corporate and supported corporate companies and even recruited people like a general manager for Isogenics, those kind of people. And when I was in that particular role, I found that I really wasn't, when I was recruiting for the industry, I definitely was not aligned with my values. So it was one of those situations where, firstly, I wasn't comfortable about where this was going to take me and whether it was going to give me the potential to live a life in retirement that suited me well. And the second thing was that I was really in a situation of clashing with the people that I worked with as far as values go. And now, I'm in such a different space, totally comfortable about where this is going to take me during retirement years. Right now, I'm in my motorhome. I am out of the cold. We talked about that earlier on in the warm weather and still able to do things like this call tonight. I've been on business calls during the day today, but I had an awesome swim and a run in a beautiful part of the world in in Queensland. So, why did I choose Isogenics? Because it was the right environment for me to flourish, to really work and build my own business. Because up until then, I'd worked for other companies, and I really didn't have that control. So, and Isogenics ticked all the boxes. It was a company that gave me an amazing compensation plan that we're going to go through later. It gave me a product that I really felt I could make a difference for people. It gave me a community and corporate people who I could totally trust. And as I said before, different to where I was at, totally aligned with my values. So I've built my business very much through face-to-face contacts and some online. And I love that. I am a great talker. I love meeting people. I probably would add someone to my Facebook just about every day while we're traveling, because I just get to know people and then let them know that I'd love to keep the connection going. Um, and what's next? Well, as you know, we were in Thailand recently, and I had 8 of us all together from our team, and I want to just have more in Bintan. So my next goal is to help other people qualify for Bintan and be there and celebrate with them in December. So that's me. And you can see, I've also managed to stay pretty strong, fit and healthy at 60, whoops, 67. I feel like 57, but 67. Rach, over to you.
Wouldn't it be good if we could age backwards? That would be
I
so
know,
good.
Benjamin Button, hey?
Yeah, it'd be great. Well, you kind of do when you're on these products,
Yeah.
honestly. Now a bit about me. Before Isogenics, I was in another direct selling company, and I was just really unhealthy. I was never hugely overweight, but I carried a lot of stress with me. I went through a couple of divorces, 4 sons, a business that collapsed, and before I knew it, my gut health was shot. Like it really, really not good. And it wasn't until I started experiencing a whole range of other symptoms associated with gut health that I realized that I was in big trouble. And that's when I looked into Isogenics and decided, what have I got to lose? I may as well give it a go. And it was about day 5 that I was like, oh my God, this stuff is amazing. It is incredible. And I can't believe that the right nutrition can do this to somebody. My whole life changed because my mental health changed and my gut health changed. It's all connected. We're all one big holistic being. So I went on to study nutrition because I just thought everybody needs to know about this. And as I was studying nutrition, I was sort of talking to people about meal plans and eating healthy food and eating clean and organic. And it just became so much easier to say to them, just do the 30-day reset, because basically that covers everything. So that's why I chose Isogenics, because I'm very, very interested in health, but nothing compares to it on the market. You can't get anything else like it that is clean and pure and triple tested for all sorts of chemicals and PCBs and pesticides, etc. You just can't. And how I built my business was just with showing up. And my family joke all the time. They say, "Oh my God, you're always on Facebook and you're always like where everyone knows exactly what you're doing and where you are and what you are." But I think people like to see the real you. And for me, that's something that I'm happy to share. If I can help 1 or 2 people feel better, if I can help get people back on track health-wise and change the trajectory of their life, not just physically, but financially as well, then I can go to my grave feeling like I've achieved something. So my business has really been built on helping others. And I figured too, I came from my last job was a corporate job and I hated it. I just thought, I cannot believe that you have to do this for the rest of your life to earn an income to survive. There's got to be a better way. And that's why I chose network marketing. And it is like a job, you've still got to show up, you've still got to do the work. But when you do, the rewards are incredible. They really, really are. And it's a matter of sticking with it and continuing on and showing up every day like you would at a regular job. So what I love, I just explained that. But what's next is I just want to keep helping others grow and develop. And honestly, the only way you fail at this business is if you quit, if you stop showing up. That is how you fail. If you do nothing, if you don't do that, if you can be you and have integrity and keep showing up and keep talking about it and keep showing people what's possible, you can never fail at this. It's just a time thing. So I'm really, really just so grateful that I came across this. And I'm so grateful that I get to help other people because that's really my passion in life. Um, so, what I want to ask you ladies is what brought you here today? So, pop in the chat. And I know we put ones and twos in the chat before we were talking about money, and that's obviously one driving factor. But what else would you like to achieve in your life? Are you looking for, travel? Would you like to get some free holidays? Do you like the fact that you can be your own boss and you can do whatever you like whenever you like? Or is it purely money based? Pop in the chat what you would like to achieve and why you're on this call tonight. Freedom, yep, Cassandra and Tracy, you both pop that in. And I think that's the key, isn't it? We all want the freedom to be able to live our life the way we want to live it. We don't want to have to do things that we don't want to do. We want to be able to enjoy life because, life is absolutely, precious and it's a short ride. So thank you for sharing, ladies. That's really good to know. So there is a solution to that. There is a solution to freedom, and that is network marketing. Now, Robert Kiyosaki, I don't know if you've read his book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, but he touches on the network marketing industry and how it is the business of the future. And it really, really is because it gives you the flexibility. Yes, you still have to work like it's a regular job, but it gives you the freedom and flexibility and the opportunity to get paid for the hours that you put in. And that's one of the reasons why I love network marketing. If you're somebody that works hard, if you're somebody that, you know, has integrity and wants to show up and help others, then this is the perfect vehicle for you because you can really run your own race. Don't have anyone putting a cap on you, which is incredibly powerful. Heather, did you want to add anything to that?
Actually, just something I was thinking about is the fact that um, in all, and Rachel, you're the best at this because you've been in marketing. In all businesses, there is a product and then there is a vehicle to take that product out there. And a lot of companies spend thousands of dollars taking that product out there to the market. And, the simple way of explaining network marketing is that we have an amazing product that we know is second to none. And you heard us talk about it already. And the way we take it to market is through the network of people that we work through, and it makes so much sense. Why would you not want to all help each other and earn an income as a result? It's just, I was just about to write in the chat. It's the best kept secret out there.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're with the best company in the world. The Isagenix has been around for 24 years. Um, it's amassed more millionaires in those last 24 years than any other company has. It's globally recognized. They test and triple test all of their products. It's obviously, a product that's invested in people's health and wellness, which is a huge industry. And the other thing about it is that it's a consumable product. So people, if they like the product, they're going to keep buying it, right? And that's going to create an ongoing income rather than products that you buy once and then you have to try and sell to other people. So it's got also residual income attached to it, active income, and a few other types of income, which we'll explain a bit more later on. But it is active in many countries around the world, so you can have a global business if that's something you'd like to do. And I touched on some of the benefits, but it basically is an 80-20 partnership. So the only thing that you need to do is purchase a pack and get started. You don't have to worry about inventory, holding stock. Company does. There's opportunities. And I know, in my past, I had I owned a franchise, and I had to put money into that franchise. And I also had to open a shop and have spend lots of money, $30,000, I think it was, on fitting out that shop. You don't have any of those overheads and nothing. All you do is purchase 100 QV worth of product every month to be part of the business building team and to participate in the compensation plan. So I think of that as my rent. So that's $200 roughly a month that I spend on my rent to have my shop. And that shop, I can earn an unlimited income from that shop if I keep showing up every single day and working in my shop and inviting people to have a look. So you can actually have a business, your own business. I mean, you are under the banner of Isogenics, but they give you so much freedom to do whatever you like with those products in that banner. And you can go out there and be an entrepreneur and share something that is so, so powerful. That comes again with personal growth as well, because when you are challenged to do that, just put yourself in front of people, a lot of personal growth comes with that. And what tends to happen, the more you grow yourself personally, the bigger your income becomes. It is just the most incredible business. And, anyone really can do it as long as you don't quit. If you just keep going, it works. Um, so we're very, very lucky to be partnered with the Isogenics company because they are very, very generous. Now,
Absolutely.
yeah, the four pillars that we focus on are, we've got quite a few products in our stable, but they can be all put under the banner of four pillars, which is nutrition, sport, which is your nitro and your creatine and that kind of thing, natural beauty like collagen, and then also superfoods. So they're generally where our company products land in one of those four pillars. And we have products that come and go to depending on need and want and availability, that type of thing. This is an example of one of our core products, which is our 30-day reset and what can be achieved over a 30 to 90-day period by using the products. They've been tested, as I said, and triple tested, but not only that, there's been many peer-reviewed scientific studies. So we know the products work and we can see the proof in these two photos side by side. So the products don't starve you, they nourish you. There's three components to it. One of them is protein pacing, the second one is cleansing, and the third one is managing stress. So those three pillars work together to create incredible results. So you can see here, Renee lost 10 kilograms of visceral fat, which is the fat in your belly that is so, so bad for you. Now, this is me again, because this is my favorite product, or one of my favorite products, Collagen Elixir. Now, this I started on this product, I think 6 years ago, I think it came out. And at the time, I was researching collagen. It just started to come out everywhere. And I was thinking, well, what's so good about this product? And I couldn't understand how you could drink collagen and it would go into your collagen stores and make your body create more collagen. And there's a lot of collagen on the market that says it does amazing things, but doesn't. Because what happens with most collagens is they get into your stomach acid destroys the collagen molecules, and they don't manage to make it through your gut lining into your bloodstream and go to where they need to go. Of course, this product does. It again has scientific tests. There's you can look those up and we can shoot them through to you if you want to see the proof and the results. But basically it's a very low molecular weight. So it goes through your stomach lining into your bloodstream and it gets to where it needs to go. It uses a special technology called double Nutri technology. It's been featured in many magazines like Elle, Marie Claire, Vogue, Woman's Weekly, you name it. Everyone around the world is raving about this product. And I can tell you it actually works.
Also, I just wanted to add there, Rach, not only for women, but for men as well. You know how you have a sound that you make you hear every morning? I hear my husband go to the fridge, open the fridge, and open his bottle of collagen and drink it every single day without fail.
And Neil, like he couldn't grow a beard until he started taking collagen. I'll always remember that.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah, amazing. So it is an incredible product. It is the best on the market, and once you start taking it, you'll understand why. But let's get to the crux of why we're on this call is how do you earn money? So they've got a few different streams of income. There's commission, which is 20% on your retail profit. So if you introduce someone to the business, you make 20% commission on the pack that they start off with. There's bonuses, there's executive matching team bonuses, there's team builder bonuses, there's rank advancement bonuses, and there's a whole bunch of incentives and promotions. I'm not going to go through all of those. I'm going to let Heather step you through a couple of the main ones. We won't go through every single way that you get paid because we'll be here all night and we just want to focus on a few simple steps to get you started and the rest will happen automatically.
Absolutely. And know that we have really good videos and information that we can send you if you want to know that, some people said gangster money in the beginning, so you might want to know the next level up. Okay, so 20% commission. We've based this on our 30-day reset. So you introduce one person on the 30-day reset, you earn $87. Another person, same thing. So you earn that again. But this time you actually have upgraded, by the way, to have your own website.
Oh, wait, you back? You're on mute, Heather. The joys of
I need to
working from
remember that if that I cut out, I have to unmute straight away. Okay, so two customers, $174. Now, the beauty of as soon as you get your first two customers, you're going to earn a $50 bonus for becoming consultant. And if those two people were introduced in the same month, you actually also earn a $70 product coupon. I used all my product coupons today to do an order, and a big order only cost me like $75 or something, and it was a few $100s worth of product. So that's what happens now. Because you've had that happen, why would you not want to share that with other people? So the two customers or others of your customers, they do the same. And so they're going to get exactly the same as what you've got, but you're going to earn for helping them $100 for the first one and $100 for the second one. Chantal's just said, and you get a birthday coupon. She must have just got hers. Happy birthday, Chantal. So there you are. You've got another couple of $100. But if you do this within 60 days of becoming an associate, remember we said you upgrade to associate, then you actually earn another $250. So you earn 100 for each, but you earn another 250. Now, this here is so exciting. So for anybody who is new and who has upgraded to associate since January, you have this double up thing. I love double ups. That means that if you become what I just showed you, Crystal Manager, you get 500 instead of 250. But not only that, the person who helped you do that did achieve that gets 250 as well. So this double up is only for a limited time. So I really recommend that you, if you're new, you have a look at this and look at how either you can create Crystal managers, directors, and executives, or you can become one yourself. So $40,000 in the pool. Let's make sure we take it.
Can I
Okay.
also just interrupt for a second, Heather? If you're sitting here going, "Oh my God, how the heck would I even start to do that?" Don't worry. We're just showing you the big picture. All you need to do is say, "Yes, I want to do that." And then we'll go through it one step at a time and say, "Okay, first thing you need to do is get out there and put a post on your Facebook page about how you're feeling and how you started using these products. Next thing you do this. Third thing you do this." So it's all a step-by-step process. You don't have to go, "Oh my God, what did you say about that again? I can't remember."
Absolutely. And not only that, with the people becoming customers and doing a 30-day reset, we have groups that we drop them into and we coach you on coaching them. So yeah, it's incredible. It's not really, it's simple. And Rachel's one of the best to really explain to people that all it is about finding customers and then helping them find a couple of customers each so that they can get their products paid for. So the total is $924. That's just for finding two people who also find two people. It's
Which has actually gone up. There's another 250 on top of that with that extra promotion we've got. So it's,
yeah,
over 1,000, which is really cool.
yeah, absolutely. Okay, so it's really important that we point out to you that there are some timelines because if we don't, you could be really disappointed because you've missed out on some money because you didn't know about the timeline. So once you become associate, you have that clock ticking to become Crystal Manager, Crystal Director, and Executive. And so the deadlines are 60 days, 120 days, and 180 days. And the bonuses, look at them, 250, 750, and 1,000. So really, including that extra, the bonus that we have at the moment, you can earn over $5,000 just by stepping through that process. And as Rachel so aptly said, that's what we help you with. So you don't have to do it all on your own.
And that is just one way you get paid. So that's one form of income, right? There is four others, which we won't go into right now. But just so you know, that $5,000, that's just like the tip of the iceberg. Like there is so much more to it.
Yeah. So, when we talk about gangster money, it seriously is there. You just need to ask us. And I always say one of the simplest things is tell us how much time you've got and tell us how much you want to earn. And we'll match the two together and show you the strategy of how to get your income within the time frame and the time that you have to work on a weekly basis. Okay, so this is one of my favorites because this shows the depth of this. So, within my business, I have people in Canada, in Europe, in America, in New Zealand, in Australia. And as you can see, all these little people here, that's just what it's like. So maybe, in a couple of those blocks down, someone's introduced someone who then that person has suddenly introduced 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 people. That all builds. And one of the things that's a standout about Isagenix is that there is infinite depth that you get paid on. So it doesn't matter if it's someone who's, lines and lines and lines and levels deep from you, you still get paid on that person. And also, there is no what we call flushing out. So you don't lose volume if you're at the end of every month, which some companies do. That's just some information for you to know why Isagenix is standout. So there's so many different ways. All you need to do is get started. So if you're on here tonight and you haven't yet got an account, this is how you do it. There's a couple of different packs. And if you're talking to someone about wanting to start to build a business with this, then they can choose. Do they want to start with a reset pack, with a collagen, or even with a 14-day reset, or something different, a sporting pack, all about energy and performance? There's so many different ways, but it's so important that they plan it out how they want to start and who they want to start with. We have some incredible events coming up. Rach, tell us about the Brisbane one because I know you're going to be there and you're super excited about that event.
Yeah, look, the other amazing thing about this company, we did say you're never on your own, you're not. Our head office is incredible. They're backing us 100% all the time, every time. We have some great training opportunities. Every quarter, we have an event called Elevate, which is fantastic to bring people to if they want to find out a bit more about the products and or the opportunity. And it is just an incredible experience to be in a room full of so many positive people that are so focused on living their best life and their healthiest life. So it involves a little bit of information, but also some training. So for those of you who want to build a business, we're going to train you how to do that. And get this, it's only $20 to attend. I have to tell you, the Brisbane event is already 50% sold out. So when it sells out, that is it. So get in and order a ticket for $20. Why wouldn't you? You're going to get about $50 worth of free product. So it's well and truly worth going. And every quarter we do have one. So stay tuned for the next one. But just make sure you're at the August one because that's going to be really, really special. We've got a few very high level multi-millionaires doing some chatting to us about how they built their business, which is going to be really exciting.
And please know that the best way to grow your business is to grow yourself. And so personal development is a major part of what we do. And there it is in an event not far from your doorstep. And if you know someone in Perth or in New Zealand, you can invite them to go along too. And you know what they're going to experience. It's going to be an amazing event. So what the company does for us is gives us an opportunity to share Isagenix and give an extra special gift as a result of you being on this call. So there, for everybody who is on this call tonight, you've got this offer. And that means that those people who you've been talking to who are interested, or if you're new on the call tonight, you can get this adaptogen elixir, my absolute favorite. I'm out of this at the moment. And if I ever wake up in the middle of the night and can't get back to sleep, I will get up and go to the fridge and grab one of these. So I need to get some for myself. A great, great product. Adaptogen herbs are one of our core pillars in our business.
Yeah.
And the other thing is that I'm currently spearheading this lifestyle reset. It's a Facebook group where I am just going live in there. Went live in there today talking about cleanse day because I'm on a cleanse day. That's why I'm talking so fast because I always have more energy by the end of the cleanse day. And so if you've got someone who's new and just got started and you want to drop them in just to get a little bit of extra information, you can drop them in there or you yourselves can hop in. And we have these awesome, I was just talking to Rachel about these before, t-shirts and also singlets because we are all about lifestyle shift. We're all about changing your habits, your mindset, and your health. I am so excited to be able to organize these for people. So if you introduced 2 people last month and you haven't let us know, make sure you do so we can get your singlet or your t-shirt ordered, and know that that's the same for this month, for the month of July as well. So super cool. Look, Rachel, give me 3 words, and only 3. You're only allowed 3. 3 words that described your experience in Thailand, and then I will mention about Bintan. I love 3 words. That's all you can
Oh
have.
my goodness. That's really hard, Heather. All I can say is life-changing, um, epic, um, just oh my goodness, just a feeling of you're in the right place. I don't know how to say that in one word, except maybe holistic. I'm not sure. But it's the fact that you're around a whole bunch of people. It's like traveling. It's only got a mass holiday with a bunch of your friends that are all interested in the same thing as you and are all on the same trajectory as you. And you just have so much fun. But not only that, you get treated like kings and queens and spoiled rotten with as much food as you can eat, as much entertainment as you can handle, and free flights and accommodation and I mean, everything's free. So anyway, Heather, that was way more than 3 words. Sorry.
That's okay. I knew that would be an impossibility. I was thinking actually community,
Yeah.
and absolute epic, I think is a really good word because that is what it is. And so if you want to come to Bintan, seriously, I totally believe there will be someone who gets started on their journey with this business today and qualifies for this trip, because it's an even playing field. It's not, for the top head honchos. It's for everybody. So yeah, get going and get it happening.
So if you want to go on this trip, you let me know and I will be doing everything in my power to help you get there. So it's just a matter of leaning forward and saying, can I do this? Yes, you can. If you want to, you can do this. It is not too late. Okay, so if you haven't already, what we'd like you to do is upgrade to an associate. So that means that you convert in your back office, you convert from being a preferred customer to an associate. And that means that your back office will look a little bit different and you can start getting paid for referrals. So when you convert, they ask you to put your bank account details in and you get payments straight into your account. Along with that, though, you get 10% off discount coupons that you can pass on to 3 people for their packs. So the great thing about this is not only can you give a friend or a family member 10% off their pack, you can also give them the free adaptogen elixir, which my God, we don't go a day without that stuff in our house. Like it is just so good for stress. It is my favorite, almost my favorite product. One of my favorites anyway. I mean, well, they're all my favorite, but it's amazing. Now, this is my favorite saying. If someone offers you an amazing opportunity, but you are not sure how you're going to do it, just say yes. And then we can teach you how to do it later. It's not a matter of, oh my God, if I say yes, how am I going to do this? Don't worry about the how. The yes is what you have to worry about. The how we help you with. So that is the end of the official presentation. But before we go, last week, what we did was we had a little bit of a questions and answer period at the end of the call, which was really, really good. So we would like to invite you, if you want to stay on and have a chat about, if you've got any questions about anything we've gone through or anything coming up, please stay on. The
Rach,
thing,
before anybody leaves,
yes,
we
don't
actually
leave.
do have a chocolate shake to give away. I'm going to ask you to give me a number between 1 and 11.
So me?
Yeah.
Okay. Number 5.
Number 5. So Kylie, you have won a chocolate shake.
Well done. Is that Kylie Lynch? Is that a
Uh,
yes?
yes, we've only got one Kylie on here, so yeah, it must be.
Excellent, Kylie. Well
Yay!
done. Now, also, if it is your first time on a business call, you might have been on a product call before, but maybe not a business call. Can you please put a 1 in the chat because we're going to send you out a free sample bag. So, Cassandra, yes. Anyone else? Di, I thought it was. And Kylie and Amanda. Awesome. You're all getting gift bags, which is going to be worth, they're worth about maybe 35 bucks, but it's a great way to sample a few products. Which, if you can, why not?
Well
So,
done. So it's Cassandra, Amanda, Kylie, and Di,
yes.
and Kylie's got the chocolate shake as well. Woohoo! So see, and you all have that offer for the next 2 days, to be able to offer to your customers. So really, we can't rave enough about Adaptogen Elixir. It's such a good product to give away. It's perfect. Helps them with cleanse days as well. You can have one on a cleanse day. So it really supports your people through the 30-day reset.
Well, Simone, you're a newbie as well. Is that correct? What's your last name, Simone? Oh, you're on mute. But Heather might be able to see Simone's last name.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll make sure you get a bag as well. Awesome. Okay, so what I was saying last week is there are there's a fast way to grow this business and a slow way to grow this business. The fast way is get out there and ask as many questions as you possibly can, like stupid questions. The stupid questions, believe it or not, is a really good sign that you are interested and keen. And when you put things out to the universe, they come to you. So if anyone's got any stupid questions, now is the
Mm.
time to ask them because then you're going to get great results from your business because you're willing to go out there and put it out there to the